The Santa Ana wind so prevalent this time of year. They rolled through, and they left us with bright, clear skies here in Los Angeles, California. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete.
Mayfield's pass.
5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Mayfield on play action. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Buccaneers.
Mayfield to throw it. Tucker hauls it in over the middle. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. From the 29, here's 2nd and a couple. Now Mayfield. He's got Otten. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 18. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
At the 17-yard line.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
We'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive had started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Here's Mayfield. Looking middle, and he's got Ibuka. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But this opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
At their own 29-yard line.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Stafford's pass complete to number 17, Devontae Adams. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Stafford. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And if they're throwing on 3rd down, it's a good bet. They're going to look his way. He's the most reliable of their receivers, and he comes through there with a nice grab for the 1st down.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
For a Rams 1st down.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. They'll hand it off now, Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Back to throw, Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They run. It's Williams. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Well, the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me,
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back at them. They get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 5. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 40 yards. That's how you run the screen right there. The defenders get out of place, and then there's a lot of room to maneuver for your running back.
That's because all the defenders, or I should say the bulk of the defenders, were chasing the quarterback. Great disguise, great fake. Got the screen out there, turned into a large gain.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
They go play action. Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Mayfield's pass.
So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now.
Brings up 3rd down.
Three, a tight one after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Mayfield from the gun on third down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? Shepard goes in motion. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. This is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
Got the completion, but it certainly wasn't on his time frame. Hurried on that play.
Absolutely. The pressure affected him. Unable to get it further downfield.
For the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
So all field goals so far, 6-3 our score as the kick is away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Stafford. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. We'll get this up to about the 44.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Play action. Stafford. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Mayfield. That's caught. It's a rookie from Oregon. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And they'll run with Tucker. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Tucker. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Well, that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get 1st downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. This is White on the screen. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Mayfield off the play fake. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Johnson, the man in motion right. Mayfield looks to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
You want to put together a long drive? You've got to be able to convert on 3rd down, and they've done exactly that on this one. Sure enough, came up with another conversion right there.
They'll run on first down. It's Tucker. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of him had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
And his kick is good. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Stafford now to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller, because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another first down run right there.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Certainly not what the offense wanted down here, going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, well, look who got involved. I mean, when you got a strong safety who can drop into the box, never needs an invitation to be one of those guys in run defense, does he? Wakes up every morning just a little bit ticked off.
And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Stafford. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down.
The tackle made at the 12.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The man in motion left here, Johnson. Now Mayfield. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They start the second half here with Williams.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Johnson to return it.
The Bucs take over first and 10.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take?
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Open man is Ibuka. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
That connection seemed to work out okay on the first play of the drive. Why not go right back to it? And once again, this defense is left without an answer as they surrender back-to-back first downs.
On the ground, it's Tucker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
They'll come up second and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tucker trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Tucker. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
A 46-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they double their lead, pushing it up now to 12-6.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. The busy night continues for Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain of 22.
That's good.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made back at his own 49.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and 10.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Back to throw, Stafford. A quick throw there is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Rams first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Stafford. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Following the penalty, it's Williams. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They're losing here in the third quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
Yeah, and while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that that was the place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it, because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd
So
and
stuff
goal.
for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Buccaneers, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Rams are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10
at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
A first carry for Rachaad White.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
He was brought down.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
First down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
Here's Mayfield.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Mayfield now. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield.
Looking middle, and he's got Ibuka.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Rams' 26-yard line.
2nd and a couple. They run. It's Tucker. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here.
Tucker is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5.
Rams 13.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to Williams to begin things. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Short throw, it's Higbee. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Third and 4. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Puka Nacua. Incomplete. The coverage by Zion McCollum.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Oh, what a move. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Here's 2nd and 7. Johnson goes in motion left. To throw, Mayfield. Complete. It's Johnson. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Complete to Tez Johnson. It's a gain of 10 and a Buccaneer first down.
Mayfield. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing, Mayfield. He completes it right side to White. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good, solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice gain.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they go. Tucker looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
1 yard gain.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Rams 33-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. This is Shepard on the catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Mayfield to throw it. Completes this again to Shepard. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And they'll run it here. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You can do one of 2 things after a penalty. You can hang your head, or you can get mad and redouble your efforts. And I think we just saw the latter there as they stopped him for no gain.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. This is White on the screen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Rashad White from 4 yards out. And the Bucs are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Rams 13.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, look at that. And able to get this out to the 25. And the Rams getting set to go now. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw is Stafford. He'll get this complete to Whittington. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
It's a gain of 14
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And for as poorly as this offense has looked at times, it's the fourth quarter and they're still in this game. That's a good, confident throw right there. And now, who knows? If you can put a drive together here, you can make something of this game after all.
Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Again, it's Stafford. Over the middle, he's got the hook up to Whittington. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. On the sneak, it's Stafford. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. That one taken in by Whittington. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back to throw. Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's good.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now it's Stafford. His throw incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
2nd and 10.
In motion goes the tight end. Stafford. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Well, the defense circling now. 4th down and 7.
They snap it to Stafford. That is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
It's a gain of
the time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
And with the scoreboard against them here in the 4th quarter, this was definitely 4-down territory. Really nice job there finding a way to get open, and a really nice throw. That sets them up with 1st and goal.
Williams is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here's Stafford. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So out come the Bucs now. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
He's able to force his way through 1 man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
2nd and 9.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Third and 5.
Here's Mayfield.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other, and they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.